What's up, peoples? Al York Sports. This ain't break time sports because I'm actually going to work for y'all as I'm working. So I'm going to call this Ride With Me, man. Shout out to New York City, LES to the death. Shout out to Las Vegas. Shout out to Price Tag Entertainment and everybody that follows my show and supports my show. Major salute, man. I'm going to start off by saying, why do the Dallas Cowboys take up so much space in people's heads? It's incredible how as soon as we lost, everybody was bashing my team. And I could understand if you're the New York Football Giants, the Washington Commanders, same division, you probably hating because, you ain't win. You don't want us to win. But you got Jet fans hating on us. You got Jaguar fans hating on us. Tampa Bay Buck fans hating on us. I mean, I can understand that one because we just whooped their ass. We just whooped Tampa Bay. So I maybe can understand that. But it's a lot of people hating. And what's crazy was I'm one of the first dudes to say that we wasn't going to make the playoffs. And if we did make the playoffs, we ain't going far because Dak Prescott ain't shit. I've been singing that song all year, and I know my peoples is upset with me, but I'm a straight shooter, man. I tell you, I'm going to tell y'all things sometimes that bothers because the truth hurts. At the end of the day, the truth hurts. I knew we wasn't winning with Dak Prescott. Now I'm going to lean over to Daffy Duck. Daffy Duck be killing me. He be trying to have major jokes on my team. But yet, who the fuck is your team, dog? You want to talk shit about the Cowboys, but you don't want to unleash your team. The last team I ever seen you sucking with the Pittsburgh Steelers, but then I seen you getting on Mike Tomlin calling for a job. So you one of those cats that no matter who Dallas plays, all you wait for them is to lose, like my Yankees. Everybody wait for the Yankees to win the first round, then they play Houston, and then they lose to Houston, and everybody laughing. Where's your team, dog? Daffy Duck, I'm talking to you, Stephen A. Smith. I wish you called me on either of your platforms, the radio station, let me call up, or the First Take, where I'll go live with you, dog. Let me sit upon you and let me see you laugh the way you laugh to see if I don't tear you a new one, dog. And I'm serious. This ain't got nothing to do with money. And first of all, money don't make a man. You know what I'm saying? Man make a man. You know what I mean? So I'm not here hating. I appreciate your status. I appreciate you representing the brown skinned brothers. That's a great thing, my brother. But the problem with you is you like clowning, but you don't like standing up, and admitting, who you fuck with so that we could clown you back. Like my team's the Cowboy. We get clowned more than anybody. But I say it on my show. I say it anywhere. And mind you, I got a future on Frisco. And I'm glad it worked out the way it did because at the end of the day, I always say that Jerry Jones ain't paying my bills. If I win that future bet 18-1, that pays my bills. You dig what I'm saying? But yet, I'm still cheering for the Cowboys because I'm a Cowboy fan. Now, let me give major salute to my team that played their fucking hearts out. Not to mention, Tony Pollard broke a leg trying to win this game for us. Salute to Dan Quinn in that defense. Salute to C.D. Lamb. Zeke that played his heart out, didn't do much. Tony Pollard that did his thing. Dak Prescott is who killed it for us. 2 picks. 2 important picks. And then we were able to save him on those picks because if my understanding is correct, we hold him to 2 field goals after those 2 picks. Yeah, come ride with me, man. I can't do the break time. I got to ride back, to the base. Come ride with me. So, back to Daffy Duck. Like I said, man, sit me next to you. Let bygones be bygones. I heard you a big fan of Apollo Creed. You know what? I'm Clubber Lang, dog. You know what Clubber Lang did to the Apollo Creed. I do the same to you, dog. That's worth to everything I love, man. You a clown. You a clown with money. You do got bread. You did earn your spot. I'm not here to hate. I want all the haters to know I'm not trying to play y'all role. But now you trying to clown something that belongs to kind of like, my likings. I'm a Cowboy fan and you trying to clown us. Okay, cool. But give me the opportunity to get at you, dog. Since you want to clown us, let me represent the Cowboys. I'm going to represent the Dallas Cowboys. Sit me down. Put me on your radio show. Do what you got to do, brother. I know this is going to get to you because I know my shit get to you because you use a lot of my vocabulary. You've been using my vocabulary. And I know my shit like a rapper knows his shit. Just like a rapper know when his line's getting bit, me being a spokesman person for sports, I know when my shit's getting bit. And you don't touch my shit numerous times. But it looks good on you because you're on the surface and I'm not. I'm beneath the water. But that doesn't take away from who I am and what I am, dog. And I will squeeze you, my dude, if we ever got there. But anyway, let's go to the game. I didn't want to make this all about Daffy Duck. Let's go to the Cowboy game. 12-5 Cowboys versus the 13-4 Frisco Niners. Niners 4 in a great game, man. I mean, Cowboys stopped Purdy with no touchdowns, but Purdy did not throw a pick. Unlike Dak Prescott, who threw 2 picks and could have threw 3 and 4 picks. The game was tied 6-6 in the first half. Dallas was going in for the touchdown lead or the field goal lead. Dak Prescott threw an interception. Purdy bring him down, hit Kittles over the middle before you know it, 9-6 Niners at the half. And then Niners end up scoring a touchdown and closing the Cowboys 19-12. Zeke scored a touchdown, rushing touchdown, I think, by the way. And 19-12 final. I love the way my team played. I got nothing to be embarrassed about. Salute the Cowboy Nation. And I hate to put all the blame on Dak, but think about it. Who you going to put the blame on? He threw those crucial picks. He wasn't performing at all. I mean, you had Skip Bayless burn a jersey earlier. You got other people burning jerseys. Why would they do that if it wasn't Dak's fault? Dak fucked it up for us like I knew he would. So salute to the whole Cowboy organization, Jerry Jones, the Jones family. We put the product out there that could have won. But unfortunately, Dak is not our guy, and I know we paid him like he was. Jones, you're going to have to do something about that, Jerry. You're going to have to either trade him, release him, or whatever you need to do, but he's not going to lead us to championship form. He's just not. He's 2-4 in the playoffs and played horrible last night. And, we can't continue to do that. So, great game by the Cowboys, though we came up short 19-12. Now, let me go to Saturday's game, 9-8 Jacksonville Jaguars versus the 14-3 Kansas City Chiefs. The Chiefs were 8.5, 9, wherever you got them at. Jaguars gave it all they had. They just don't got enough to beat the Chiefs. They got lucky. They put a hit on Pat Mahomes. He kind of had a high ankle sprain, if I'm correct. And let me tell you something. That kid is tough. Because if it is a high ankle sprain, I remember I had one. I couldn't even put my foot on the ground for 2 weeks. 2 weeks I couldn't put my foot on the ground. This kid not only put his foot on the ground, they took him out. He's fighting to come back. He convinces Andy Reid to come back. Not that Chad Henne didn't do a good job in that 98-yard drive, because he did. But Mahomes bring him all the way back. You know what I mean? Not bring him all the way back because they was up. But he came back in, led them to another touchdown, and led the Kansas City Chiefs to a victory of 27-20. And they were up 27-17. Jags on 2 occasions. 1 occasion fumble. 1 had a pick in the red zone. Could have made that game super duper tight. At the end, they kicked a backdoor cover field goal, which I needed. Thank God for that. Because I had it on another ticket, even though I had the Chiefs 2.5. But I did something else with the Jaguars. But anyway, bottom line, Jaguars gave it all they had. Pat Mahomes and the Chiefs move on, 27-20. Mahomes showed why he makes $50 million a year, and he's the best quarterback in football. Because not only he is the best, he went out there and begged to play with a high ankle sprain that a lot of quarterbacks will not even try to get back out there. Salute to Patrick Mahomes. Game 2 of that day was the New York Football Giants, 9-7-1 versus the 14-3 Philadelphia Eagles. And I told you I was going to get at the Giants if they got blown the fuck out. Giants What the fuck what y'all doing out there? That's why I didn't touch y'all. I didn't trust y'all in this game. I took the under, and I hit that under. Y'all seen it on the free picks. You know, right out the gate, once again, what is it, 28 zip? Like, come on, dog. This is the third time in a row Eagles were blowing y'all in the first half. And the only reason why game 2 y'all came back because they put the subs in. If not, it would have been 3 straight blowouts in 3 straight games. Eagles got your number. Giants came up short and got walloped 38-7 at Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts did his thing. That shoulder does not seem like it's hurting them at all. Giants, D. Jones did not show up. Had a great game against Minnesota. Had a horrible game yesterday against the Eagles. So the Giants brads got a lot of thinking to do because is Dimes your quarterback? Can he win a championship? I know he can get you on the playoffs, just like Dak. If you're all about making the playoffs, then you stay with Dimes. If you want to win a chip, you got to get a quarterback that can win you a chip. Salute to the Eagles. They covered the -7.5 as they destroy the New York Football Giants 38-7. Let me go to the last game. Last game on my card, but not actually the last game. The last game was the Dallas game. But a great game in Buffalo for the Cincinnati Bengals. Not the Buffalo Bills, but the Cincinnati Bengals. The Bengals went up there with a +6. I try to tell all my boys. I told Gerson, I told Hedge, they all love the Bills. I'm not here pointing no fingers, but I'm just saying that's too many points for the Bengals. I even teased them up. I didn't have to, as the Bengals took charge from the beginning of the game all the way to the end. I mean, if I'm correct, they have something like 17-7 if I'm correct, but I know they end up winning of a final score of 27-10 as they dominated the Buffalo Bills. Sad showing for the Bills. I lost a lot of respect for them yesterday. You know, you got a kid that if you didn't want to play hard, you should at least play hard for Damar Hamlin. He was at the stadium, and I'm going to tell you right now, I did not see no effort like I was supposed to see. You know, Cowboys lost, but look at the Cowboys' effort and then watch the Buffalo game. Go to YouTube and then check it out yourself. You can see the Cowboys went out there. I mean, they got a guy that broke a leg out there. They wasn't playing. Buffalo just, once they knew that they was a little too far behind, it's like they threw the towel in, bro. I'm telling you right now, I'm very disappointed with the Bills. A lot of y'all have Buffalo in the future. I thought at least Buffalo would make it to the championship game. I thought they had enough to beat Cincinnati, considering that the league did Cincinnati dirty. The way they, discredit them. I mean, of course, you're not going to give them that win that they were Hamlin. I get that. But they got the bad end of the stick out of everybody at the end of the day. And they went to Buffalo, and they went and handled their fucking business. Joe Burrow, if he's not the best quarterback, he's got to be the second best quarterback behind Patrick Mahomes. Joe B is as cool as they make him. And with a name like Joe, to follow Broadway Joe, to follow Joe Montana, and this is Joe Burrow, I'm telling you right now, this kid coming out of LSU is the fucking truth, man. And there go your wild card weekend. Next week, we got the final 4 teams, conference finals. You got the Chiefs versus the Bengals all over again, and you got the Eagles and the Niners. That should be a classic. I'm rolling with the Niners. I got them on a future bet. Y'all know what it is, man. 2 good games, and the winner out of these games heads up to the Super Bowl, and then we're already in the Super Bowl in football. I can't even believe it, man. Football is just so fun and so fast that it goes just like this, man. And that's why we keep loving it, because they give us a small dosage and they keep us fiending. They know what they're doing in the National Football League, man. They've been doing this for years, and they continue to keep us fiending. Now we got to wait not a whole year, but to September to get football again, man. That's sad. Even though we got baseball, basketball, I get it, but nothing like football, man. And like I said in the beginning of the show, Daffy Duck, let me make this clear right here. You want to snap on my team, you want to try to clown us, if you're a man like you claim you are, put me on your radio show, bro. Or put me on, like I said, put me in First Take, and let's get at it, man. I'm representing the Cowboys, man. I know you're gonna get this video. The thing is, you ain't gonna respond to it because my paper ain't up like you. Because you're lame like that. If I had your paper, I'll give a guy like me an opportunity. Because that's how I get down. I don't scare nothing, man. And you scared, bro. You know you are. You want to run your mouth, play this like Master Disaster, Apollo Creed. Like I said, dog, I'm Clubber Lane. And with that, hold your heads, man. Al York Sports.